No, I'd say
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Otakuology podcast live. I am here with Jen Graves, aka the Bard's Tavern. I
it's
am
me.
Otaku Mike, and we're just doing a little live episode. We don't really have nothing really to talk about today, just a casual hangout in a sense.
So,
Thing
what's our subject today?
I don't really have a subject, to be honest. Like I don't have like a hard like line in the sand subjects. I kind of feel like, to be honest, when people do those on a live stream, they're kind of boring, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. No, I agree with
Like
you.
I was like okay, so like not to like throw any shade or anything, but there was one I was
But,
watching. I can't.
but this is what you're known for.
I know. Okay, there was one I was watching, and like before they started the podcast, I don't remember which one it was. You could see them on the the screen, and
Yeah,
like there was a counter ticking down, and it was just them like reading silently, and then they talked about
you're such a dick. I know exactly what you're talking about.
like the manga, and I'm like, why are people watching them like talk about manga or not talk about manga, but like read about manga?
I have no idea.
Like I don't understand it, and it boggles my mind. Like I can't like wrap my head around it.
That is something that I've always been tripped up on. The only other thing I have even close to compare to anything that I know that I had a friend that would do it, and so I
Uh-huh.
had to ask him like, "Can I see this one time when you watch it?" He goes, "Yeah, yeah." Was and I don't know what website it was or whatever, but it was he tuned into this lady that slept topless.
Interesting.
And she was sleeping and had like no covers on, um, above like her
Uh-huh.
tummy or anything else. And this guy was like, "Yeah, this is the best." And I was like,
So like,
"I
so
don't
like, did he?
know what to say to you."
So wait. Did he um, like watch her sleep? So people would just watch her sleep.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like bed, and then she was or whatever,
Uh
laying
huh.
there like she was passed out with a live stream going, and people, I guess, would just tune in.
Uh
And
huh.
I was like, I don't see this. Like, sure, you could go on there and be like, yeah, I get
Do
to
you
see some
think?
boob, but like, there's no interaction or anything.
Yeah, but you can see topless people awake. I mean, you don't have to necessarily watch them sleep. I
I
mean,
know. So
was it like a weird like? Was it like a weird like fetish?
I don't know.
Do you
I
think he
have
like
no
had his
idea.
what if he like had his laptop propped up on like the other side of the bed, and he like laid down with it and like
Oh,
went to
like
sleep?
simulated this. I'm sleeping next to you.
Yes.
I
I'm sleep
have no
I'm
clue.
sleeping next to you. There was
I
there was
have
an
no
anime like
clue.
that. There was like an anime like that where the whole anime was like these like cute anime boys or whatever, and the whole anime was like they would lay down on the pillow and they would like talk to you, and you were supposed to lay down with them. I can't remember what it was called, but like they would talk to you like, like okay, now it's time to go to sleep, and then they would like go to sleep, and that was like the whole anime was
I don't get
sleeping
it.
with anime boys.
I don't get it. This is kind of weird.
You don't get it? I don't know. I don't know.
But I
I don't
don't
know,
get
but I
that.
kind
I
of
don't
find it weird. Like
media that people aren't doing
I
anything.
kind of find it weird having. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I find it weird, like just having one topic for like a stream, because I feel like we would eventually like run out of said topic to talk about.
I mean, I feel like you could do that. I just feel like doing it silently, we're kind of out of the era of like silent movies.
Yeah. But
So like I
what
don't
have you
watch
been
any of
up
that
to?
stuff.
What have you been
Nothing.
up to recently? Nothing.
I'm nothing.
Like nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I gotta say, you know what I'm looking forward to? And I'm like really excited. Which they released more info on this is the King of the Hill revival. Were you a big King of the Hill fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
excited for the new season, which is set in current times?
I
So
have
like
no
technically,
idea.
so it's set in like current times,
Is it live
and
action?
no, it's a cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's set in like current continuity. So like everything happened. I think the show ended like in like 2000. So they're jumping like 25 years into the future. So technically like the characters have aged over time and time has progressed. So we're going to get to see the characters in this new light and like how they perceive the world, you know?
Yeah.
We are doing okay right now. Right now we're talking about the King of the Hill revival for the new season of King of the Hill. But thank you for joining us. We're not really getting into much, like we just decided to get on stream and talk. I feel like this is gonna be like a monthly thing, to be honest. Uh, you know.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, yeah, you can go. It's fine. You,
What?
I said go take a short break.
Oh, I don't have to do that yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm really go ahead.
Have you played any games?
Any games?
New games?
Uh New games? No. Yes, I have. Yeah, I'm sad about the voice actor for Dale too. I did actually. It's not a new game, but it's a new game to me. Have you played ever heard of Stubbs the Zombie Rebel Without a Pulse?
No.
Okay, so this was a game that came out during the PS2 360, no, PS2 original Xbox era. And it was this game where you play as this guy. He was like a salesman. I think he was like a door-to-door salesman or something.
Leisure
And
Suit
he
Larry.
no, not Laser Shoot Larry. And he like dies. And like the world kind of goes on without him in this fictional futuristic, I think it's like the 50s or the 60s. I think it's the 50s. And he ends up getting resurrected as a zombie, and you have to like basically ride like make a zombie army.
Yeah.
So you're like the zombie and you're like walking and you use different body parts. So like there's one where you can like take your head and like throw it at people and roll it around. And I think he like um takes his guts out and throws them as like stink bombs and stuff. And it's pretty cool. You can like have like a zombie army and like you have to go overthrow this tyrannical government basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I saw it on the PlayStation Store. It was like $2, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna play this game. This is a game I always wanted to play." And I started playing it a little bit here and there. I think I might stream it. I'm not 100% sure. Um,
Is it going to be your new Nico Para?
I don't. It might be my new Nicopara. You never know. I still got to finish that game. Well, game. It's a game. It's a game. But yeah, I've played that a little bit. I have been playing the Days Gone remaster. I don't know if you ever played that, but that's a fun game where you're like this drifter in a zombie apocalypse, and you're part of a, or you were a part of a motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
It has a very big like survival element to where you have to like get stuff and craft things and take on these big, huge hordes and stuff of zombies. Has a pretty like riveting story.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good, and I mean, It now has a dedicated fan base, I feel like, for that. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
that's one of the games that I've heard some of my other friends playing, so that's
yeah.
kind of cool. Um,
No,
I
yeah,
played,
I picked it up for like $10 because I already bought the original game
yeah.
and I upgraded for like $10 on there. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
I played or I got and played the new Midnight Walk.
What's that?
So it's kind of like a claymation game that they uploaded,
Like Clay Fighters?
sort of, but this one's like an adventure-ish game.
Oh. So it's like true like claymation.
Yeah. So they handmade all the figures, like
Hmm.
all of the buildings and stuff that are made out of cardboard. They painted them all. They did all this, and then they put them into a scanner, and it kind of like scanned the entire thing into the video game.
Interesting.
And so you play like in this world. You're called the Burnt One. I don't know,
The
like
burnt one?
yeah. So supposedly you were caught on fire at one point.
Okay.
Your eyes are bad, your ears are bad. You walk in, and like these little things give you eyeballs, they give you ears so you can hear and see. And like the world is in eternal darkness.
Okay.
The only thing that's out is like the moon, and so you have to like use matches and stuff to find your way through, and use your little thing called your pot boy.
Okay. All right. Have you heard of Expedition 3033, Jen?
I haven't.
Okay, so it's apparently this new correct me if I'm wrong, Bo, because I don't remember. It's now Bo versus the world. What was it last time? I forget what his name was last time. Was it Bo versus the world? I don't remember.
No,
I
Bo
thought
versus the world is what it got changed to.
I I thought we changed it to Bobo Bo.
No, that's the third time around.
Oh, okay, okay. Anyways, so X I want to play Expedition 33. Uh I don't know if I want to get back into Oblivion, to be honest. Um I mean, I played that on the original Xbox 360. I remember I graduated high school, I think it was. I graduated high school and I took my graduation money and I bought a 360 just so I could play Oblivion.
I
Formerly Bonos. Okay. We
I
finally got that straightened out. But yeah.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, Expedition 33 is like this. I don't know what it's set in. But it is I think it's made by like a French company. It's like a French Japanese turn-based RPG or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like really good. Like it has active time battles, so you like have to parry and like dodge and like do like other things besides just like push attack. But you're like
Yeah.
just like I believe you're just like standing still.
Yeah.
You've How many hours have you put into Oblivion? I would like to know. Did you ever play a bit Oblivion, Jen?
Yes and no. So I played it a
Yes
little
or no?
bit, not for very long. I actually
Uh-huh.
had the disc for it, but I didn't really play it that much.
Okay, okay. I played a lot of Oblivion, like
I'll be
a
back in a
lot.
second.
All right, no problem. Yeah, no, like I played a lot of Oblivion and stuff. It was really good. I was really surprised that they actually remade Oblivion. I thought they were gonna like possibly remake Morrowind first, you know? It was made by ex Ubisoft employees. You're okay, okay. Those are high praises if you're saying it's game of the year. The only thing I know about it is the main character kind of looks like what's his name? Robert Pattinson from Twilight, or we like to know as Batman. And I heard Charlie Cox like voices and acts out like the main character in Expedition 33, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's crazy. Are there assassins in this game? Like in a like you know how Ubisoft has a lot of assassins in their uh, other games. I would like to know that. Yes, Charlie Cox from Daredevil. Yes. Do they also use his appearance, or are they using like Robert Pattinson? Because Robert Pattinson looks like the main character from Expedition 33. Just saying. But yeah. I've been playing that. I'm really excited. I haven't been playing Expedition 33, but I do want to play that because it looks cool. I really want to play. It might sound weird, but I want to play the re-release of Onimusha 2. I got really excited for Onimusha because I missed those games. Yes, he does look like Robert. He does look like Robert. I agree. Yes. Yeah, Onimusha, one of my favorite series of all time. Um, I love that series more than Resident Evil, even though technically it is Resident Evil set in Japan. What? You never look, you never got to play Onimusha. Look, they re-released the first game. They remastered the first game, and they're like remastering the second game. And I believe it comes out, I think this month or next month. I can't remember. If you ever see it on sale, get the first game and play Onimusha. You'll have a lot of fun playing it. I don't know. It might be on Steam. You can check and see if it's on Steam. I don't have a computer or a capable computer to play games on this laptop I have. So I can't say if it's on Steam. You'll have to check and see if it's on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's possibly going to be on Steam. But yeah, Onimusha is like a fun, like horror samurai like game. And the third one has Jean Reno in it from The Professional. And he only voices the French lines. They get somebody else to voice the American lines, but they use his likeness in Onimusha 3. Because for some reason, Onimusha is like really, really big in France, of all places. Yes, Leon the Professional. Yes. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Leon the Professional. Is that what it was? It was Leon Professional? Yeah. Yeah. And it was him and so who was the little girl? Who played the little girl in the Professional? It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie. But yeah, he's in the third game. And then I've never actually really played the fourth game because I think I was just too busy doing life stuff. I never got to play the fourth game. You know, this is very hard to podcast by Natalie Portman. Okay, thank you, Natalie Portman. But see, this is where Bo comes into clutch. Okay, Bo comes in clutch. He knows everything. That's why he should be called Bo Knows. Just saying, you know. But now he just versed everybody. He wants to fight everybody. You know. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many games that I want to play, and there's so little time that I feel like, oh, that's good to hear. It's on Steam. It's on Steam. That's really good to hear. Um, I feel like there's so many games I want to play, but like I feel like my other hobbies are like kind of they kind of get in the way. I feel like I have to really have like this micromanaging of my hobbies. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I find it hard, or that one hobby will take over like my like as a main hobby, and I like my other hobbies go like off to the side, and they're not really like um, my main hobbies anymore. Which is sad to say, but I feel like everybody kind of needs that. You like, if you kind of stick with one hobby for like a long period of time, I think eventually you've got to get burnt out on it, right? Like, um, when it comes to like doing the hobbies and stuff, and whatnot. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just a white guy sitting here talking to a computer.
You're talking
You
to a
know,
computer. Ow, that hurts.
things break at work and at home, and I need that to stop. I have games to play, manga to read, and Japanese snacks to eat. Do you remember when I was doing those videos where I would get those boxes and I would eat the weird Japanese snacks? And
Yeah,
then
we both got like 2 of them.
and I would like rate the Japanese snacks like live on camera.
Yeah.
That was great.
I only remember you doing it twice though.
I think it was like twice. Yeah. Yeah, because I think my third box only had like I don't know if it had snacks in it or not. I was talking to Bo and the other
Manga
two.
Cafe.
No, I didn't have the manga cafe. I had the like otaku box or something like that, which was kind of similar. It didn't have manga in it. It had like little things in it, like here and there, which I never got to. I never kept any of it. I think I gave it all
Gundams.
away. No,
Gundams.
it had like different figures in them and stuff, and they were kind of expensive, like things to have, you know.
Yeah.
But I was talking about how I feel like it's very hard to balance all of your hobbies.
I totally thought you were about to be like, I feel like a woman.
I feel like a woman. No, I was talking to Bo, seeing as how my luxurious co-host was not around. You know, he had stuff to do. That it's hard to
So-
balance your hobbies, and I feel like some get pushed to the side.
Sometimes when you're a podcast host, you got to put out fires even when you're on stream.
Oh, was it a fire?
Not a literal fire, you know. It could be at one point one day, but you know,
What did Bo get? Bo bought a Sakura box from Amazon. This one last game night. Oh, and he got to try all the different flavor snacks.
you know
Yeah,
what
I
we
remember
should
there
do?
was this. What?
One of our next ones, we should both randomly buy like this, like a soccer box or a snack box.
I
And
would just go to like the Asian market and get stuff because the Sakura boxes are kind of expensive, to be honest.
guess we're going
Uh,
Manga Cafe.
Is Manga Cafe even still around?
I don't know.
I remember I tried to get them to sponsor me, and they wouldn't sponsor me. They wouldn't sponsor my channel. They didn't like me, but I think they followed me on Instagram for some odd reason. H Smart in Houston is awesome. Wait, Bo, are you in Houston? Is Bo in Houston? If Bo's in Houston,
Bo's in Texas. At least we know
Bo in
that.
Texas? Bo's like an hour and 30 minutes away from me. If he's in Houston, just saying. I think it's like more like an hour.
Mike's gonna be like, "You want to go hang out for a day?"
We go hang out for realsies in the real life. Okay, okay. He says he cannot confirm or deny it. But Bo might
But
be
yes.
in Houston. He might be in
But
Houston.
yes.
How have we've been doing MangaTube for this whole time, and like not MangaTube, we don't do MangaTube anymore. But like not knowing this. Like I know like oh god, what's his name? Chase
Lion?
is in Chase isn't Chase in Dallas or Chase is in like Austin? I think
don't
it
know who
is.
you're talking about.
Chase the Dark Sage. I think Chase the Dark Sage is in Texas too.
I don't remember.
I think he's in like Austin, I believe. Yeah, yeah. I I am, and also Texas. Yes, I am in Texas. But yeah, we should
I'm
just.
not in Texas.
I don't know if every manga tuber is in Dallas, but I mean I'm not in Dallas. I'm like uh an hour or 2 hours away from Dallas, I think.
Hey, y'all are almost all in Texas though, so
I mean, Texas is a really big state, so
true.
it's a really really big state. Unfortunately, I live in a college town where stuff happens. I cannot confirm or deny where I live, but there is a really big school in the town that I live in. Just saying, you know. But yeah, I was talking about that. You know what I saw on Twitter the other day
What
is, which I
what you saw
thought
on Twitter?
I did see on Twitter. I saw on Twitter with my own eyes, and it kind of made me laugh. But I was like, "Are we still doing this? Like, are manga fans still doing this?" And it was somebody bitching. I don't remember who they were. I don't know why they were on my feet to begin with. I don't know. But it was somebody upset and they like at Viz or at Shōjo Beat or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they were mad that a Shonen Jump ad was in their Shōjo Beat manga. And I was like, I thought that was more of like an early 2000s thing. And I didn't realize people still did that, to be honest. Like, why would you be that upset and have like a thread going of why? I mean, I get it. Like, no shade, but I mean, JoJo be crazy. Just saying, JoJo,
Oh my god.
that is so crazy, JoJo. But here's the thing: it got me thinking. Like, this is one thing I hate about the manga fandom, and it might sound weird, but I fucking hate the boy girl demographics. And I really think it kind of like limits people in like a weird mental way to where they can't cross that invisible line of wanting to try different things because it's almost like, oh, this is for girls, this is for boys. Like, what? Why do you think people are like that? Like, why do you think they get so
Hmm.
angry? You know,
I think people get angry over that stuff just because they're not developed.
like not developmentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is interesting. Tribalism. I mean, I guess it could be tribalism. I don't know.
I don't know
Um,
because like people always go, "Oh, well, look at the shojo or look at the shonen and look at that," and then like I think a lot of people are still hung up on the fact that they're upset because so much stuff got thrown under the radar for so long with shojo stuff that
mhm.
was like all of these like sexually explicit things that happen.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a vast variety of like shojo. Shojo just isn't for like little kids.
No, no. I mean, in shojo where they had where, like, things happen like
Yeah.
that, you know? And
Hmm.
obviously, like, shonen never really had that stuff, like, it did have fan servicey stuff, like boobs or stuff like that,
Yeah.
but there was never anything that kind of pressed the line on anything more sexual than that, and
I've never read it.
shojo's done that.
I've never read a sexually explicit shojo manga before. So
Oh,
I'm
I
in my head, I'm having a hard time picturing this that a shoujo manga would be like sexually explicit. I know there's more romance in
Well,
shoujo manga.
I also think before, because of part of that, like more a bunch of josei stuff was actually in the shoujo section.
Okay, okay.
Because like before we had where we knew that it was josei or seinen, it was either shoujo or uh shonen. And
Hmm.
so we got more actiony stuff for shonen. Everything else was kind of in that category of shoujo
Yeah.
and was more explicit and stuff.
Okay. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like both sides do say their manga is better, but I feel like that worsens like the manga reading experience as a fandom. It'd be like one is better. That's like saying DC or Marvel, which in reality they're both really good.
Well,
Like,
I in that sense though too, I think you're saying it in that sense, which yes, I think that's the way it should be looked at. But the thing is it would be like looking at a Spider-Man comic and a Wolverine comic.
well, yeah.
Like what are you saying that? Oh man, don't get my Spider-Man mixed in with my Wolverine, shit like that, because they're all under the same umbrella. And I think that it's funny that a lot of people go shoujo when most of that is actually shoujo beat,
Hmm.
not,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and then I feel like there's been a lot of really good shojo titles that aren't shojo beat that have been published, they have like I don't know if it's more Jose, but like the Rose of Versailles, I think it is.
Maybe.
And then there was the new one that just came out. Well, it's not new, but it's like a reprint, which is They Were 11, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be a really good like sci-fi, I think, shoujo manga.
Well, and so one of my favorite things was when we actually had Tokyo Pop when
Uh-huh.
it was
I mean
bigger.
Tokyo Pop's still around.
Yeah, but it came back, not
Yeah.
at this current moment. They're not under like the same label. They have the same name, but it's not
Yeah.
like the same stuff. And out of that, we kind of had all the stuff where it was different advertisement. So you may get like a book like I Love Halloween, where it was for a mature audience
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, but you would just get the I Love Halloween and it would give you like the front of the book and it would tell you it was like NR plus or M plus or 18 plus or something like that. But it was all in every book that
Mhm.
you would get, and you would get different advertisement stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for somebody to
Yeah, I mean like it just kind of baffles my mind, like when it comes to that, I don't know. I thought we moved past that.
yeah,
Just, you know.
yeah.
Did you lose me?
I mean, you
Did I lose
froze
you?
up.
Or did I cut
You
out?
froze up. I could hear you, but I couldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, could you hear me?
I couldn't see you moving.
Okay.
You were like,
Okay. I feel like the connection's kind of
yeah,
I feel like the connection might be a little bad tonight, just saying.
yeah. No, you were kind of like,
You got a StreamYard, Um,
yeah, we did.
but Bo also says, and for Shonen, oh, am I going like uh.
Yeah,
He says, and for Shonen, you have tired, you know, tired of putting it down, and pushback. I don't know. Is there pushback
pushback for what?
in a sense? I don't know. I guess the Shonen stuff or Shoujo stuff. I
Oh,
potatoed for a second. Apparently, what the fuck is potato?
you were
You
like,
don't know.
I'm a potato.
Have you ever seen that video where like a potato flew around the room today? It's a potato attached to a ceiling fan on a string, and it's just flying around a room?
Maybe?
No, you haven't seen that?
I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, no, like I feel like as a fandom for like manga and stuff, like I feel like we need to break past these stupid boundaries, these borders of like the boy girl shit. And people get really mad at you. Like if you say
Yeah,
you like Shōjo,
I think it should
you
be more
know?
like a company thing, and it's really weird, kinda like
Yeah,
what we were talking about. Like, for most people in this, you're either, like, kinda more of a Marvel fan or you're more of a DC fan.
yeah.
Of course, and there's the indie market, but then you have, like with this, you'd think it would be like, "Oh, well, um, I'm like a Viz Media fan, or I'm a Seven Seas fan," or something like that, and there's
Ooh,
really not.
are we gonna have like subgenres like Seven Season like Ghost Ship? You
I
know how
mean,
Ghost Ship
I would think
I'm not a Seven Seas fan, I'm a Ghost Ship fan.
I'm a Ghost Ship fan.
I don't know what the girl equivalent to Ghost Ship is. I remember they made one. They made like a Ghost Ship imprint for women. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue your thoughts. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no, I mean, that was
You
it.
was-
You know,
okay,
I would think we would do it more like that instead of having it where it's boy or girl, you know?
yeah,
And that's the weird thing, that it's almost like in
okay,
manga, that's how we have it, but in American novels and stuff, we really don't have that. Besides, like, you have like your more feminine smut books, and then you have other things, which I mean, a man could read smut, but that's not like commonplace for a man to have.
I know, I
So,
know, I know. Okay, so apparently Bo says the steamship is for girls. He thinks because it gets a little steamy. They need it.
is it
They need
supposed
it.
to be the steamboat? Toot toot!
I think it is. I think it
All
might be.
aboard the steamboat!
I think it might be a steamboat. You
Oh my
know?
god!
Yeah. God forbid if you're like a Yin Press fan, those guys hardly get anything out, it seems like.
Yeah, or like a Udon Entertainment.
Oh yeah, Udon. Yeah, Udon is like slow as shit to put stuff out, you know?
Yeah,
Which I was kind of gonna rock with their Mega Man stuff for a while. They're putting out like these Mega Man timeline books, which they're like one shots with for each of like the Mega Man games, which I thought were kind of cool looking and stuff. I might have to kind of pick them up. But man, they fucking like publish shit like it's like so slow.
yeah.
He says the first one I see is called a suitable fetish. So we might be reading that for the podcast, Jen.
I ain't reading shit.
You never know. You never know. You know,
You heard me.
you know
I
one
ain't
thing
reading shit.
I still don't get. I know you're not reading shit because I know you don't read manga anymore. You're like, I hate manga. It's the worst.
No, I
It's
still
the
read
worst thing out
manga.
there.
I read Faku too.
What was
So
the last? What was the last manga you read?
actual
Like,
manga.
like actual manga, not like no faku hentai stuff. Like, what was like the actual last manga you read?
Can I get back with you on that?
Question: what was the last manga you bought? Like, you actually went to the store and you bought the manga.
Oh man.
Do you not remember?
I can't remember the name, but it was one of the Juji Ito books, because those are usually
Okay,
all the ones I buy in person.
okay. I am
Uh,
down. I am down to like maybe having 3 or 4 titles for manga.
yeah. Oh, and I'd like to finish the titles that I do have and maybe look more into like the fantasy-esque ones.
Yeah,
But there's a handful of ones that I just want to get away from altogether, that are just so big, like everybody likes them and stuff, and I'm like, this ship has just passed me by. Like, You know,
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, stuff like that. Like, I'm sure it's great, but really, there's so many people that like it and whatnot, and like are fans, and I'm like, I just can't get behind it.
Yeah, stepping away from manga really has it really makes me not want to pick any up anymore, which is sad to say because I used to be really big. Like I used to pick up a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, and
I
another thing that they have problems are is you can't really like the same things as anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
What do you mean? What do
my
you mean
dad
exactly?
my dad read Spider-Man comics, so I'm a
Yeah.
Spider-Man fan. My little guy likes Spider-Man, but it's all kind of the same storyline or whatever, or it's been built upon. We have the Spider-Verse, we have all this other stuff. Like, there's more that we can have in common because it's like my Spider-Man is your Spider-Man. Da da da. It's different with manga because it's like you and I had Naruto and Ichigo, and everybody else is like, "Oh yeah, well that's like the grandfather of Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen," and we're like, "Well, that's not our guy. Like, we're past that."
I find it weird. So every time somebody brings up Naruto,
Yeah,
I was in middle school when Naruto came out.
me
Like
too.
the first volume of Naruto, I was in middle school when that came out. And this might sound weird, but I feel like Naruto is like, or even like One Piece to in a sense, is like the new what essentially Dragon Ball has become,
I
which
agree.
is like it's like the boomer manga or like the boomer anime,
I agree.
which is weird, to think about. Like that is over it's over 20 years old.
Right.
It's at least 20 years old, I believe,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But it's weird, like it's it's weird how people like view older anime, which is like, I don't know. So like I don't know where I'm going down this rabbit hole, but like so I put on we were just flipping through stuff on I think it was like Amazon or something like that. Maybe it was HBO. And my girlfriend came upon not the Ghost Stories anime.
Yeah.
You ever watch Ghost Stories?
I have not. I know a lot
And
about it, but I have never seen it.
and I was like, "Oh, this anime is like synonym, like infamous,
Yeah.
infamous for its dub." And I was like, "Yeah, let's put this on." I've never actually seen Ghost Stories, but I've seen clips of it.
Are you like, we got to watch this for the podcast?
No, she said we should watch this for the podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, the peak Ghost Stories." Yeah, Bo's right. Peak Ghost Stories. Um, and I'm like, look, okay, this dub has really nothing to do with the anime. They just made it all up, basically. They got this anime and they like made it all up. And she was like floored. She was like, okay, this is funny. And like some of the stuff they say is pretty outlandish and out there and kind of offensive if you think about it,
Yeah.
you know. But like she was like, why does this anime look like it was made in like the like 80s? And I'm like, it wasn't made in the 80s. It was made in like the 90s.
Yeah.
She was like, so why does this look like Dragon Ball? And I'm like, it's not Dragon Ball. It's not as old as Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we should probably cover Ghost Stories one day. We'll have to see where it's streaming and what we'll probably have to cover it for the podcast. Um,
Like the first episode or so.
yeah, like the first episode or two. Yeah, yeah.
Test the
Um,
waters.
yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I feel like I just went down a weird rabbit hole
You
in a
did. It
sense.
didn't. I was waiting for you to circle around, and I was
I
like,
don't
I
think
don't
I
know where.
circled back.
I don't know where the fuck you are.
I think I'm still down in that rabbit hole. Just saying.
You're like, hello, Jen.
Hello, can't find get out of this hole.
I was trying to go through the earth and get to China, and I somehow ended up in Africa. I'm confused.
Yeah, like it's just yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. To be honest, you know.
About what old stuff looked like.
Oh, I don't even know how we started this fucking conversation.
About Shōjo.
Oh, Shōjo these nuts. Make myself spit out my drink. We took a wrong. We did take a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
That's what you're good at, huh?
See, this is what you get when we don't plan out our live streams, and I feel like they're better than watching people read manga. Just saying, on a live stream.
Have you been watching? You're horrible.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
You're just horrible.
I know I am.
Have you been watching any like TV shows or anything else like that?
Have I? Okay, so occasionally, you're gonna see another side of a talking mic you might not want to see, and it's not me naked. Just saying. So
talking mic in a thong. No.
Yeah, exactly. So occasionally, I like to watch really bad reality shows, and I started watching this.
I'm going to take another break as you go down this rabbit hole.
Okay. And I started watching this one called Pauly Family. And so it's on HBO. I don't know how I came upon it, but it just showed up on my thing. And it's about these two couples, and the men switch with the women, and they're like a closed like polycule, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And one of the couples has two kids, and then they each have like another kid, and there's like another kid on the way, I believe it's called. But they don't know who the baby daddy of the unborn kid is, because they rotate each night. And so like the guys like rotate, so they don't know who the baby daddy is. It's really weird. And it's kind of a train wreck. And I'm kind of here for it. Just saying.
I don't know what to tell you on that one.
I know. I mean, I haven't really been watching a lot of TV.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of reading recently. The only time I really ever watch stuff is when I'm hanging out with my girlfriend and we watch stuff. I like watching. Have you ever watched The Righteous Gemstones?
Have I watched The Righteous Gemstones?
Have you watched it?
Have I watched The Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah, you have watched it, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sad. I'm a little sad. This is the last season of The Righteous Gemstones.
I thought the last season was the last season.
I know. I thought the last season was, and like I'm like scratching my head, and I'm like, oh man, I hope this ends strong, because I love me some Danny McBride, and I think he is like one of the best things. Go out. Oh, he's caught saying we need to go outside and touch some grass, nerds.
Have you seen Principals?
Oh, Vice Principals.
Yeah,
I like that show too, and I have Eastbound and Down on DVD. Yeah, I love his shows. No, we're not gonna go outside, Bo. Okay, and you can't call us nerds because you fucking rebuilt a computer. Okay.
Yeah, Baby Billy knows too.
Yeah. Okay. I need $1,000 and some crack cocaine.
Look, all I'm trying to get is $2,000 to start a church and an 8-ball of cocaine. Okay, that's all Baby Billy's asking for.
I love. Yeah, Baby Billy. Hey, don't be hating on Baby Billy. He's like one of the best parts.
Yeah, he is. I like his little commercial thing where he goes, you know what? It takes like 437 muscles in your face to smile. So it actually saves you energy when you're an asshole. It's perfect. I love that.
I love his like little thing, storyline he got going on right now, where he's
Don't you spoil this shit for me.
how far are you in it?
I'm not in season 5 at all.
It's 4, right? No, it's 4. It's 4.
I don't know. Whatever the current one that just came out is.
Okay, yeah, it's season 4. It's the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I haven't started season 4. I've seen season 3.
Okay. Well, he makes a TV show in season 4.
Another one.
Another TV show called Teen Jesus.
See, the last one was
He was a baby Biz Bible Bunkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bible Bunkers.
Bible Bunkers, yeah.
Let me sell you this show, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And then they had the whole part where like the family got back together and they were running over shit with the monster truck.
I feel like we need to cover the Righteous Gemstones for the podcast. I mean, since we are branching out into like non-anime related stuff, even though we mostly talk about anime.
Can we start with Vice Principals first?
Why can't we start with Eastbound and Down?
I mean, we could do that one. I don't care.
Okay.
I was just trying to not give us like 4 seasons to cover right off the bat.
I mean, yeah, because Vice Principals is only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go for the 4.
What have you been watching?
So I've been watching You, the new season of You.
Oh, that show's weird.
Yeah, well, this one gets back to its roots, so it's
I watched
weird.
I watched like an episode, and they had like this guy in like a sex dungeon, and he kills the guy in a sex dungeon or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be the last season of this.
Vice Principals is good. Yes, you're right, Bo.
Yeah.
We should next time we do this, because we only get like 2 hours a month. We should get Bo on the podcast, like live stream.
Which Bo?
Bo knows, not Bo versus the world. We like Bo knows Bo.
Not Bo.
What would you like to be on, Bo? Would you like to be on the live stream, or would you like to be on the podcast?
And what Bo would you like to bow by?
Yeah, what Bo would you like to bow as Bo knows to Bobo?
To bow by?
Yeah. Do you buy the bow?
No, or does the bow buy you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Could it be a bow tie?
Anyway, as we're trying to branch out and have more people on the podcast,
BoJack Horseman.
Bo knows.
Bo knows Jack. Jack knows Bo.
So I found out, what the fuck
did we just make a children's book?
Okay, Bo says that Bo knows what Bo is down for, or whatever.
He knows what he's down for to Bo.
He said Bo says that Bo is down for whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, Bo says that Bo is down to Bo.
Yeah. So did you know, I found this out the other day.
Okay.
Did you know there's a Bo Jackson trading card game?
I don't know who Bo Jackson is.
He's like a famous like sports, like I think it was in baseball or football. I think it was.
So it's like
slogan.
It's like a baseball card game.
No, it's like a trading card game, but all the characters are Bo Jackson in different like things. Think like Magic the Gathering.
I don't know.
Think like Magic the Gathering. There's also a cartoon show. Oh, I gotta watch the cartoon show now.
You're dead to me.
But yeah, he made his own card game, and it looks amazing.
I really want these things that are called Nokimons, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's where somebody has taken like a pen and a crown and redrawn Pokemon and then renamed them all.
Yeah. Have you ever watched that guy?
But they're expensive as shit.
Have you ever watched that guy on YouTube? I forget what he's called. But he's always like, should I open this or keep it sealed? Where he opens packs like old Pokemon cards and stuff, or like current Pokemon cards.
The guy that cuts them open?
He like opens them up and like goes through them. He's like, I just spent $200 on this one pack of cards.
I don't know.
Yeah, and he's always like, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. I like watching him.
I don't know.
Bo said he saw those, so
the Nokimons.
yeah.
And then I've been watching season 2 of The Last of Us.
Ugh. I already know what happens, so like I don't know if I want to watch it, and it breaks me every time I think about The Last of Us, about what happens.
There's now a meme in my D&D campaign because of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because of Joel
my
dying?
Character. Sort of. So my character's a changeling.
Uh-huh.
And we had one battle sequence after everybody had known that Joel had passed. And so the whole joke is that Joel never died because I turned into him. So one whole session I was Pedro Pascal.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to go. I mean, I kind of want to watch it because I love The Last of Us. I think it's a wonderful game.
Yeah.
I love the second game, even though people have problems with that game. I love it. And I need a part 3. I need a part 3 because they leave it open in a way that I feel like they could continue the series, not with Ellie, but with Abby. I feel like they could continue the series with.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what happens at the ending, but
I don't.
It's not a good ending. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know.
It is not a good ending. I won't spoil it for you, but it's fucking not. It's not a happy ending.
Yeah. And then I've been watching like The Walking Dead, the Dead End or Dead City or whatever. It's getting released like right now.
You should just read the comics.
It's not going to be the same. I'd still have to read and watch both.
You should just read the comics and not watch the show.
Yeah. I'm already in too deep.
Well, you should read the comics after you watch the show.
I mean, the main show's already done.
Yeah, you should read the comics. It'll just take you like 4 compendiums to read the comics.
Yeah.
I think you would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Be honest.
You already told me I don't like to read.
Oh, no, because you're illiterate. Just saying. You're illiterate.
That's mean. I can't believe you said that.
Anyways, guys, I think this is probably like a really good place to end the episode. I hope y'all had fun listening to us babble on and stuff. And we'll catch you guys.
And Otaku Mike confessing his love for Danny McBride.
I love Danny McBride. Just saying. Danny McBride is my spirit animal. Okay? He's my spirit animal. And I love him.
I love you, Danny.
I love Danny. And I love Jack Black. Okay? They're my spirit animals. Okay?
I love you, Jackie.
And we'll catch you guys in a couple weeks for our next live. Suggest us some topics to talk about if you want to hear us talk about certain topics on the live stream. Comments down below. We'll catch you guys on the next live stream. Hope you guys had fun. Stay safe.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.